Hi, you guys. Welcome to Audrey's reading area. Yes. Shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sanaa, David III, and Caden. I love you all so much and I miss you so much. I do. All right, everybody, please click like. Everybody, please share these videos. Everybody. Yes, go to YouTube, look for Audrey's reading area. Audrey's reading area. And smash that subscribe button for me. Smash it up. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area live at 5, and please subscribe.
Live at 5, and please subscribe, y'all. Live, Live, live at 5. All right, you guys, I got a very special book that I'm going to read to you today on T-shirt Thursday. Yeah. Grandfather's Orchard. Grandfather's Orchard by Abidullah Ghazi, illustrated by Michele Van Patten. Yes. So I'm going to just jump right into this book. Ahmad, Asma, and their grandfather Abidullah spend much of their days together, enjoying the simplest things in daily life. One day, grandfather announces that he has bought land and wants to plant an orchard of fruit trees. The children are anxious to help. The whole family plants the trees, and when grandfather reveals that he will not be there to enjoy the fruits of his labor, little Ahmad asks, why do you do it then? Why do you do it then? This tradition of planting the seeds for future generations is still practiced throughout the Muslim world. This highly regarded family value is passed from grandparents and parents with love to their children in the hopes that the children will carry on this tradition. This heartwarming story is a must for every caring family. A very important book for teachers who care about cultural enrichment of their students. Well, all right. Let's jump right in now. So, wow, look at the illustrations. As soon as you open it up, it's beautiful, right? Abidullah was 70 years old. He was a very active man. He was also busy. He was always busy. He was always finding something to do. He had a handsome grandson named Ahmad and a pretty granddaughter named Asma. Abidullah loved Ahmad and Asma very much. Whenever he did something, he wanted to do it with them. Ahmad and Asma loved their grandfather more than anything. They wanted to spend all their time with him. Abidullah played ball with Ahmad and Asma. When he went jogging, they would run with him. When he camped or hiked up the hills, they would walk with him. When he moved the lawn, Asma and Ahmad would help him put the grass into bags. When he trimmed the bushes, Ahmad and Asma would pick up the branches that had fallen to the ground. At night, Asma and Ahmad would sit on their grandfather's lap. He would tell them stories of messengers and prophets of Allah and their companions, of kings and queens, of genies and fairies, of spirits, and of warriors and heroes of the past. Ahmad and Asma loved to listen to their grandfather's stories. Their grandfather would always say, "You should remember these stories. You too will have to tell them to your grandchildren." Ahmad and Asma giggled. They could not believe that they would ever have grandchildren, or that they would grow old. They never thought that one day they might play with their grandchildren as their grandfather played with them. Asma once asked her grandfather, "Did you have a grandfather?" Grandfather chuckled. He said, "Yes, I had a very nice grandfather. He was much more friendly, more pleasant, and nicer than your grandfather." All of them laughed. Ahmad and Asma could not believe that there was any grandfather better than their grandfather. Once Grandfather Abidullah bought a big piece of farmland. Ahmad and Asma asked, "What will you do with this farmland?" "I shall plant an apple orchard." their grandfather replied. Ahmad and Asma were happy and excited. They said, "Can we help you, grandfather?" "Of course," grandfather replied joyfully. "Both of you are great helpers. I can't imagine planting an orchard without your help." In the following weeks, grandfather prepared the ground. He removed the weeds and bushes. He fertilized the farmland. He bought sapling from the nursery. Asma and Ahmed helped, of course. The whole family worked together. Ahmad and Asma, their father and their mother, their uncles, aunts, cousins, and their friends and neighbors all joined in. The orchard was finally planted and completed. There was a big cookout to celebrate. All the relatives, neighbors, and friends were invited. "I can't wait to eat the apples," exclaimed Ahmad. "You'll have plenty of time to wait until you can eat the apples," grandfather said. "It will take about 10 years. "You have to grow up and learn to take care of it," grandfather said. "We will do it with you, grandfather," Asma and Ahmad promised. "Not for very long," grandfather replied softly. "I am an old man. I will not live long enough to care for the orchard and eat its fruits. It will be your father, your uncles, you and your cousins who will tend the orchard." He smiled lovingly. Asma and Ahmed felt very sad. Then Ahmad looked at his grandfather's calm face and asked, "If you don't think you will live to eat the fruits, why did you plant the orchard, grandfather?" Everyone else was silent, but grandfather smiled with a twinkle in his eyes. He said, "This is a good question. You know, my grandfather planted an orchard and I asked him the same question. And do you know what he said?" "No, tell us," pleaded Asma. Grandfather grinned, saying, "He said that when he was a boy, he asked his grandfather that same question." Hearing this, everyone laughed. As they ate, grandfather spoke again. "You see, Asma and Ahmad, grandfathers plant orchards for their grandchildren. My grandfather planted an orchard and I ate its fruits. Your father's grandfather planted an orchard and your father ate its fruits. And now I have planted an orchard and you will eat its fruits. When you are grown up and married, your father will plant an orchard and his grandchildren will eat its fruits." Ahmed chimed in, "So when I grow up and become a grandfather, I guess I will get to plant one for my grandchildren." You sure are a smart boy, aren't you, Ahmad?" "Just like my grandfather," said Ahmad, and they all laughed. What we do to the nature, we do it to ourselves. What we do for the planet, we do it for ourselves. Plant a tree every year. Plant a tree every year, y'all. Aw, the end. The end. What a beautiful book of love. Beautiful. Thank you guys for listening to me read fun and exciting books like that. Grandfather's Orchard. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, all right, all right. Shout out to my mom who's always here listening to me read these fun and exciting books. Shout out to my girl Victoria who always shares my videos. Shout out to you all because I know that you will share my videos. So shout out to y'all. Yes. All right, all right, all right. I guess I will see you tomorrow live. Live at 5. And please subscribe. Audrey's Reading Area. Don't forget. Don't forget, y'all. See you tomorrow here at Audrey's Reading Area.